Just tell me.
that. And the audio is live from us
Alrighty.
now.
Alrighty, cool. So, welcome everyone, this is Pokémon Mystery Dungeon, and I just gotta get a couple disclaimers out there before I actually start the run. I'm starting right here at when we actually figure out what our starter is, because there's a quiz in every Mystery Dungeon game that determines what starter you have. And like for this speedrun, we are going to be using Machop as our starter and Torchic as our partner. And sometimes the quiz just doesn't give us the right questions in order to get Machop. So I'm just starting here for marathon consistency's sake. This is also called race timing, because with races it's just abysmal trying to get the same exact partner starter combo for optimal speed. So I'm ready whenever you guys are for a timer. So
Yeah, we're ready when you are.
alrighty, I'm gonna give a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Alrighty. So 3, 2, 1, go. So there's many reasons why we use this starter combination. We used to use Skitty and Squirtle because that's what the no save and quit, just play the game normally route did, and we kind of just transferred it over. But the reason why we use Machop and Torchic is they level up the slowest and they learn the least amount of moves. And in this game, leveling up takes like at least 5 to 10 seconds, and learning moves is just longer. So I should probably explain why Save and Quit is in the category title and what that really means. So there's when you enter a dungeon, there are things called seeds that get set for every single floor in that dungeon. And that determines everything from the layout to where the enemies spawn and even how the enemies kind of behave. And those seeds are set as soon as you get into the dungeon, and they don't really change really inside the dungeon. So when you quick save, those seeds don't save along with the quick save. So the game freaks out. And excuse me while I do some quick menuing for some speed stuff. But basically, if when you quick save, the seed, like the game freaks out, it can't read a seed, so it just goes with it and takes the default like 00 whatever the heck the first seed in its database is. It takes that and just rolls with it. This is really good Tiny Woods though. But and because of that, we can really, aside from floor 1s, we can basically have an understanding of how all the predecessing floors work. As you saw, I didn't quick save in Tiny Woods, and that's because on average quick saving is actually slower than just doing it normally, and Tiny Woods isn't that scary, so we just roll with it. But we will be quick saving in every other dungeon to just manipulate ourselves and just basically cheese a lot of the game. And some of the differences I'm going to be using compared to the run that was done 2 years ago in PSR was I'm going to be utilizing something called the Wonder Mail and its properties to just basically cheese the game even more. So in this next dungeon, I'm going to explain, or like when I quick save, I can actually input Wonder Mail codes just manually. And because I can input certain codes, I can get certain missions in order to get like items I want. Like the Team Frustration is going to be insanely important because that's base damage, base 45 damage, and that is because it's based on IQ. And and since your IQ starts at 0, oh hello. Anyway, since your IQ starts at 0, it's already doing the most damage it ever will. And then we just link a couple of frustrations together and we can just go through a ton of the bosses. But a lot of these, even with the RNG manipulation, sometimes we just don't get the good floors, so there's a lot of tech that goes into how we move, and a lot of the movement's actually very, very precise. Especially on the earlier dungeons, it's not as precise, but that's it. And a couple of things I need to take note. Basically, I need to take note of like XP and where I am, because even though like the basic floor layouts stay the same, the level you are can possibly change how the Pokemon act around you. So I need to just keep check of what my XP is and react when I level up on certain floors. So one of the worst parts about this game is the cutscenes in it. Everyone says Sun Moon has a lot of cutscenes, but the Mystery Dungeon franchise as a whole is just one huge cutscene with a little bit of gameplay. And the really good thing about this over, let's say, Sun and Moon for its lengthy cutscenes is that we actually don't have to mash. Let's see if I get swag box here. There's a lot of just crap around I need to get around to get to the front of this mailbox. And if you, oh, hello. Like, if you go to, like, if you saw there, if you go too far, downward, Torchic screams at you and is like, hey, where are you going? And there's the two, like, rocks on the side, and even, you can even talk to the side of the mailbox. And it's not fun, it's not a good, it's like a very hard overworld movement, which is why, if you actually do it perfectly, it's called swag box. But anyway, this is the first, like, this is the only non-manipulated floor in Thunderwave Cave. I'm going to be looking around looking for some items. If I can find any good ones. That's not a good one. That's an apple, I don't need that either. Oh my goodness, okay. The one bad part about Machop over Skitty is low kick is not very effective against some things, especially in the early game. But after you get frustration, it doesn't even really matter. But anyway, this is the point where I'm going to enter 4 Wondermail codes. I'm actually going to be using 5 frustration TMs, 2 on myself and 3 on my partner. And yes, I could use the touchscreen to input these codes, but this, for whatever reason, this touchscreen is very finicky in terms of like touching on it and tapping on it, and on a DS Fat, it's just hard to hit codes. It's hard to hit the little tiny number pads, and then sometimes you hit them and they just go to them and they don't press, and it's just a mess. So I just use the D-pad. It's a lot more comfortable and a lot easier for me, at least. Hello, WF. So, what I'm basically doing is I'm wondermailing in really good wondermail codes. So there's 3 types of missions in this game. If you've played this game at all, you should remember some of them. There's just the plain old, I'm in peril, I need rescue. Just come to me, give me comfort, and I'll beam out, and it'll be all good. That's one of them. That's the middle one. That's an okay one. The other, like one of the other ones is the deliver mission, which is the worst one because you actually have to go to someone and give them an item, and it's all just messy. And then the last one, the good one, is something called near mission, which is really good because all it's asking you is to go to this specific place in the dungeon and find this specific item. And if you have, and the only flag that the game checks to see if you have this set item is if you have it in your inventory. So you don't technically even need to go to that specific floor. As long as you have it in your inventory, you're fine. So this run really has evolved from, like, how am I gonna do floor once, which is still part of the run, but also it's added into a factor of item management and figuring out how many near missions can I take but still be okay. like for right now, those 4 Wondermill codes are 2 Peccaberry near missions and 2 Oranberry near missions. And you get an Oranberry and a Peccaberry from Butterfree. And then we picked up a Peccaberry in Thunderwave Cave, if you didn't tell, if you didn't see it. And there's a place we can pick up an Oranberry, so those 4 berries are covered. But we really need to find the extra items, the items that will give me comfort for the near missions we pick up in the bulletin board. The missions in the bulletin board are completely randomized. It's believed to be like frame perfect manipulation we can do for them, but not really anything feasible. So we just gotta go for it and see what missions we get. I can really get screwed over by these missions, or I could really get blessed by these missions. But yeah, this is when, excuse me, this, I kind of, what's the word? I can't think of the word. But if I get like a ton of like deliver missions and near missions, I'm gonna need to like react in like a weird way where I need to grab all the items I can that I need, because at this point, I'm okay for items, but this bulletin board can honestly just give me good, bad stuff, which it didn't, which is great. The full just rescue missions are great for marathon runs. But now I'm going to be doing 2 missions out of these 5 I have. I'm going to be doing 2 of them. And the reason why we do a set specific amount of missions on certain times is to progress the story. How the story deals with how the game deals with story progression is it basically says, okay, people are gonna do 1 mission a day, right? So we're gonna say after this amount of missions done, we're gonna let you progress. I need to get back here. But yeah, since we can do multiple at a time, and like right now I can just leave since I already got my 1, and we have the near mission. That'll give us the frustration team. We have our 2. So Gravelly Rocks, you can get Gravelly Rocks, Max Elixirs, Reviver Seeds, or Cherry Berries as mission rewards. And that Voltorb gave me Gravelly Rocks, which is good in this case, and really this case only, because we can pick up Gravelly Rocks anyway. We will pick some up in Mount Steel, and we only really throw like 2 or 3 throughout the whole entire run. But it's just nice to have an abundance of Gravelly Rocks, just in case you need to help out your partner or something. They're actually also very helpful very late into the game in the Magma Cavern Pit, because the Onyxes and Steelixes still don't die to your Link-to-Moves, like your starters Link-to-Moves. The partner's gonna have 135 damage per turn output at that point, so he won't be really a problem. So this is a really cool, I almost forgot about this tech that I'm gonna do right here, hello, where you can, for TMs in this game, you can use them, but after that they turn into used TMs, which means they're basically useless unless you can use Recycle on them. And Recycle's not really a move anyone can learn. It's not a TM, and it's not really anything we can learn right now, so we just use TMs that are useless to us, basically. So we need to, you just need to toss them out, and you can't really toss anything out in dungeon. Like you would think, I can learn this move in dungeon. And that's a really good first floor. As you can't tell, I'll take both of these actually, that's really good. So, you're probably thinking, what if you have like a ton of near missions? What can you do? Like, do you just have to complete the dungeon if no Pokemon's going to show up? You can, or you can use an escape orb to just instantly fly out, and that's what we're going to do, and those are 2 escape orbs, and that's really good. So there's a lot of, like, just random movement that looks really random, but it's really just to get the Pokemon to go away from you, so you can just get to the stairs without fighting a ton of things. So that's that Oranberry I was talking about. actually, I'm going to do a little inventory management there. When you get gravity rocks from missions, they don't really stack with the other ones in your inventory at the time. So it's just, like, it clogs up inventory if you don't just stack them. And you can just place them on the ground and pick them back up and they stack them. So I actually quick saved again here because I'm resetting that seed back to 0. Going through stairs is like one of the only things that progresses the actual layout seeding. And when you quick save, it just sets the seed of that floor back to 0. I'm gonna try something here. So I'm at a point where I can actually maybe show off a level skip. I'm just gonna do a really weird tactic to make it so Torchic doesn't have to fight this guy. So Skarmory, the boss of this place, gives you a crap ton of XP. Enough even that you can get, it's like from a Chops level 7 to level 8, and then some more. So if we're at the very verge of getting to level 7, we can actually just straight up skip the level up animation for level 7 or 8, or whatever you want to think of it, because we're going to level up twice in one Pokemon kill. And this boss is trivial, just throw a Gravelly Rock, use Frustration. Level 7, and then level 8. So as you can see, the things stack, and you know, like, it scrolls down, like HP get up, stack, special attack goes up by X, whatever. And those kind of stack together so you don't get that text twice. So that saves just a level up animation in general, which is very, very nice. So now, this trio, yes, this trio, I can, this trio is gonna give us, some items that we don't really need. But we can sell them for a lot of money, and this money will help us buy some of the utility items that we're gonna need. Like, the more Reviver Seeds we have, the better, obviously, because fuller ones can be brutal sometimes, especially like in the later dungeons where we're almost a one-shot, or we are a one-shot. But now, after there's going to be a ton of cutscene regarding Magnemite joining our team. It's funny because, like, Magnemite's such a bro, he understands that, hey, you're trying to go fast, and I respect that. So I'm just going to sit in my friend area until you come and get me. But little does he know, the poor thing's never going to be utilized. It's sad, but it's fast. And we're going to just have to talk to Wigglytuff, and just a lot of cutscene. So, I'm actually gonna Wonder Mail in one more thing in this 3 missions, because we're gonna quick save on the 3 missions. Like, you can quick save 4 missions, as well as just regular dungeons, and they are theoretically the same. There's some, like, Pokemon movement that's different, but overall, the floor layouts are all the same, if you have a mission on it or if you don't. But I should probably note the optimal place to do 2 missions is Tiny Woods, because we can have in the Golden Board at least, there's floor 2 and floor 3 that traditionally have missions on them. And for 3 missions we usually want to go to Thunderwave Cave, and for 4 missions we usually want to go to Mount Steel. But 4 missions and 3, like, I'm gonna do 3 missions now, but 4 missions is way farther in the game. So let's see what Kecleon's wares are. An Oranberry, I'll take 2 of them, because I might need them. So let's go check the shop. Here. Berry wanted. Alrighty. So I'm going to be a little bit greedy with these next coming missions. So after these 3 missions and then the predecessing 2 missions to trigger Sinister Woods, I'm not going to need to do missions for a long time. So I'm going to just try to get as many near missions as I can. I'm going to go back to the bulletin board a decent amount. just in hopes of finding some near missions. Like, I got a near mission on floor 5 of Mount Steel for a cherry berry, so I know where to pick up one of those cherry berries, but I don't have one in my hand. So that's another thing, like picking up near missions and just figuring out, hey, where can I pick up this item? Kind of needed for like high quality runs. Like, very recently, I think like a couple weeks ago, a couple of my speedrunning PMD speedrunning friends actually did what they called a series race, which is PMD Blue, followed by Gates, followed by Sky, followed by Super, something like that. And they did it, and they just used the like old 2016 route that didn't use all this crazy near mission tech, and that's kind of a good beginner route for Save and Quit, I think, because it's a lot easier, and also you have access to attract, which makes the run safer. I'm actually gonna very much later Wondermelon and attract TM just to be safe, because Rayquaza the final boss actually takes one seed, one reviver seed to kill if you don't use attract. And I don't want to be in a position where I don't have a reviver seed. So I really don't have that many reviver seeds at the moment. But alas, here's... I don't even remember. The OG team. I don't remember their team name. Such a good PMD speedrun. Oh, Team ACT. Alakazam, Charmander, Tyranitar. But, they're gonna be important later in the story. That's okay. Basically, the story up to this point has been we've just kind of woken up, we've done some things, we've helped some people out, and this Gengar's about to be a butt. I absolutely hate this Gengar. Absolutely hate it. Because as you'll see later, he'll make us go on like an hour detour. Really dumb. Like, I want to go fast, I don't want to run away from people. But anyway, since I picked up those 2 orange berries because I actually need an extra berry to input this code. And I got it right there, look at that, that's nowhere. And this game's being so kind to me in floor 1s at least. Boy, I don't care. I don't care about your growl. But yeah, I'm gonna input one more code for now, and it's just gonna give me an extra code for Tiny Woods, and I will actually have to use one of my escape orbs. I do not want to go into the unknown dungeon. This is a weird code because I should probably explain. That's a 9. Probably explain where these codes come from and why they work. So these are done by using a Wondermail code generator, you know, and it's just designed to give you exactly what you need, and nothing more, nothing less, and that's for speed's sake. And the reason why there's so many question marks is basically the question marks are placeholders, and the simpler the code, the easier it is to, or like the more question marks there is, and that's a cool little tech. Because the Voltorb usually just runs all over the place, but if you just go up, it goes right to you. But, back to the Wondermill. So Bulbasaur having the, like, the Pokedex ID of, like, 001, you know, has the least amount of, like, code written to that specific thing. And everything matters in a Wondermill generated code, like, what item you're getting from it, brain farting, the Pokemon that's affiliated with the job, and like everything. And the simpler it is, the more question marks it is. I'm not sure if I said that or not, but so now I'm gonna just teach a crap ton of things and crash it. I just did something really bad. Alrighty, so let me improvise here. I just tossed out a frustration to you. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Tiny Woods, floor 2. Where's frustration? I'm gonna input a code on the fly. Actually, I have to go back and put another code in. I'm done. Alrighty, I'm not a panic. This is not. I'm just gonna do an extra. I'm just gonna do an extra mission because I'm gonna have to. Alrighty. I'm just gonna save right here. I need 5 frustration TMs. There's nothing really around that. I saved. Means I can reset. Or not reset, but you know, like soft reset or like hard resets. Like get back in this game and input a Wondermail code. Okay, cool. This. That was dumb of me to do, but we'll push through. There's nothing Wondermail can't fix. That's an F. Alrighty. And it'll give me a chance to get more reviver seeds. I'm actually made this code with like a couple of extra missions. Because these are all frustration. This isn't designed to work like this. I just need to make sure Orin and Pekka, I don't want to mess anything up now. And then I can just escape orb out and at least showcase the escape orb strats. One. It's 2. So I did not get anything good. Cool. Probably will actually use this to install max elixirs at this point in the game. Shout out to Charmander. Now, okay, now. In the menu, teaching. No, I do not want to toss that again. Toss that though. So now I basically have no items, which is okay. I'm gonna go to the job board and see what I can find. That gave me a little scare. I'm like, holy crap. So I'm just gonna, again, play it safe, and just make sure I get, like, an abundance of extra items from the shop, especially, reviver seeds. And check the mission board for possible near missions for other floors. I'll take 2 of these. Hopefully get that 3rd near Conway Cave mission, possibly. That's okay if I don't. I'll get an extra Oran Berry. No reviver seeds yet though, so I'm getting a little scared. But that's okay. So they're not needed, they're just wanted. So Sinner Swords will be another instance in which I'll actually be quick saving more than once. And this game's giving me good floor ones, even after my screw-ups. Yeah, and these auditors are very annoying to deal with if you're trying to run away from them, just because they sweet scent like every other turn. So I'm going to be picking up some extra items here. Specifically that white gummy. Because white gummies and orange berries are things that might be near mission objectives. Okay, hello. That was an improvised strat. Because I thought it would be fast. But alas, it's not, because that oddish is there. But yeah, a lot of these floors are actually pretty straightforward. This one's actually kind of interesting. This is another one of those weird movements to just not find another centret that would be at the bottom there. And also, fun fact, this is like 1/10 of a second faster now with frustration, because there was a sun floor that used to be like in that hallway right below the stairs of floor 6 if you just went up normally. So these floors are a lot tamer now that second quick saves in. Like a great representation of why we quick save is if you looked at Mount Steel, like with the floor 5 quick save versus when we do it with jobs, or when we used to do it with actual jobs when Skitty was still a thing. The floor 6 and 7 and 8 were very just messy and complicated. Now this is the first kind of fight in this game. It's really, with frustration, every boss fight's really trivial. But we do have to throw a rocket at him, so that's how it goes. And our boy Gengar here, so nice, actually takes him into the frustration kill range after using Curse. And you can definitely see now that how long leveling up actually takes in relation to everything. But now that Metapod and Caterpie are safe, we're making a name for ourselves, you know. And now, very soon, we're getting to our what I have dubbed the Silent Run Killer. It's a Silent Chasm, which is like a fairly tame dungeon, honestly, but it can just go so slow, and I'll explain it a little bit more when we get there. But really, just like for a lot of dungeons, there's like 2 or 3 different kind of styles that floors take. Like if you remember the most notable one is the last dungeon of the game, where you remember where it's all like almost like a city-like structure, where it's like rooms along the outside and hallways connecting them all, and then there's the just left to right rooms with small hallways in the peak of Sky Tower. That's that's Sky Tower's 2 different styles for its peak, like floor generation, and how Silent Chasm and a lot of others is it can rather be really open rooms with really short hallways, which is amazing for us, because that means it takes a very short amount of time to find the stairs. Or it can be super small rooms with a ton of connecting hallways, and it's just slower and by far harder. But like always, we're gonna go check the bulletin board and the shop before we go. Not the most optimal thing in the world, but it's the most safest thing to do. I can do Petrify Orb. And now I have 2 Mad Steel near missions, which is amazing. I just don't have any near missions for anything else. I'm actually gonna check the shop real quick and see if I don't actually have to. Nope. Grip. Ooh, 2 Reviver Seeds. And I'm very happy now. Don't really need anything else in there. So yeah. What was I gonna say? So in this situation, I have a Petrify Orb that's needed, but really no way to get it. There's no good way to get a Petrify Orb in this game if you don't buy it from the shop. So what I'm gonna probably end up doing is I'm probably gonna end up making a Wonder Realm mission in order to get a Petrify Orb as a reward. and then use that newly acquired Petrify Orb for the next mission. It sounds complicated, but it's a very easy concept. Because when you clear a dungeon, how the game checks is it goes from mission. Is there a mission on floor 1? No. Is there a mission on floor 2? Yes. Do that sequence, and then it checks the flag to see, like, when it does that, if it checks to see if there is one, and then it checks have you done it. And this is kind of an okay layout for Silent Chasm. It might be. Hello. I feel like that's going to be a dead end. Yep. Hi, Weedle. So as you can tell, oh, Weedle, please. Do not care about your want to join. We're blitzing this. You can see how brutal floor 1s can be sometimes, and hopefully that doesn't have to happen to me on the peaks. Because that would just be unfortunate. Because by far the peaks, like before you fight Zapdos, before you fight Articuno, those kind of things, those are where the strongest Pokemon are naturally, right? So the old route of this game, and what the Save+Quit route still does, is it requires, or it's very beneficial for you to pick up a power band and a special band. But and that's the power band right there we used to get. But since we have frustration and it's set damage, it doesn't really matter. I'm also picking up this apple for later because in Magma Cavern we're gonna need to be able to eat. We're gonna need to have to eat something. Because Magma Cavern is just a terrible dungeon. A little bit of that. Just movement manipulation. The slight things to just get things out of our way is amazing. And we used to pick up this gummy actually for the food, but since frustration's based on IQ and gummy raises IQ points, it's not really reliable anymore. That's Silent Chasm. So, I briefly, very briefly mentioned about linking right when I started. And Mount Thunder is really going to be the first place where I'm going to need to utilize more than 45 damage a turn. So I'm going to go ahead and link up all my stuff right after this cutscene. When I go back to the bulletin board to check things. This Mount Thunder will probably be my last call to mission board. Except for maybe, like, right after the Great Canyon, but I'll talk about that later when I get to it. So the funny thing about this, like, little sequence is Team ACT just comes up and is like, I heard you talked about going to Mount Thunder. Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? Are you sure you're sure you're sure? And if we just say no the first time, then they don't ask us 2 other questions. And it saves like 15 seconds. So that's a cool little movement. Menuing tech. Because the things you say do matter in terms of speed context. Like, the first time when Torchic asked us, hey, do you think about, like, wanting to go back? And it doesn't really matter what you choose, it's the same text either way. But there's some stuff later in the game, like, when Torchic confronts you about, like, hey, what you thinking about? You answer incorrectly there. You can go on a tangent about, the answer is in space, guys. I swear it's in space. Kind of thing, and that's hilarious, but it's really long. So I'll take Thunderwave Cave now. Guess I'll do normal Thunderwave Cave missions. I still need one Tiny Woods mission, unfortunately. Maybe that could be my track mission, who knows? I did not want to do that. So, really, all we need is, like, 2 frustrations on ourselves and 3 frustrations on Torchic. We use 5 and not, like, 4 or 6 or 8. Because, first of all, we only really want 2 on our main starter. Because 98% of everything we see dies in one hit to frustrations. And if you've ever played these games, and you've ever like used linked moves, like I never did when I was casually playing these games, but if you use linked moves and you kill the Pokemon with the first move, it's actually a great place to level up since nothing's gonna change. But what was I talking about? Since a lot of things die and like 90 damage or less, and if we have a third one on there, it'll just end up using that third one because everything's linked on, and that animation's just kind of slow. It's like one of the not as good things about speedrunning, at least like no Save and Quit Blue and Sky, is where you kill the first like Pokemon with your first move, you have to wait for 2 other animations because we just link everything together to get into the stairs. The Mount Thunder is like one of the bigger tests in terms of oh, I did not Y-turn. Okay, this is interesting. That's a seed. Ah. Today I learned. Y-turning's a good thing. Oh hi, that's a... Oh. This floor was a little flipped, but that's okay. XP, I shouldn't be that bad off now with the extra XP I got off the Electabuzz. It's just unfortunate that I lost that one seed. So that cherry berry is the cherry berry I'm gonna need. Even though I have one in my inventory already, I think I want to just double check. It takes like 2 seconds to pick up. But yeah, the idea of frustration and Wonder Mail really stemmed from, actually, hold up, this is a decent strat, this is a really cool strat where we just, at a certain point, just hold B and A, and I'm actually gonna to get a Manectric out of our way. But I'm saving right here, just because peaks could be pretty crappy, and I don't want to deal with crappy peaks, even though the stairs are right here. So even though this has 3 floors in total, including the boss stage, 3 floors in total, we're still gonna quick save because it's really, we can manipulate what bosses do with the quick saves. Like the seeding kind of can help us determine what the bosses are gonna do. So that's really like helpful to us to just not like have to take any revived seeds in these important boss fights, if we can help it. So now, funny history lesson about this fight. For the longest time, we thought that, like, our partner running up there, we thought we had no idea how to, like, make him come back. So, originally, the safe strat would be, like, set him to go away, and then just walk towards him, and then set him off of, like, the tactic of go away, and play it safe like that. But, we just learned, since Dedicated Traveler is a thing, we can just move right. And when that happens, Torchic will just follow us. And that makes this fight a lot safer. Because, like, Thundershock used to be the bane of Squirtle's existence back in the day. But now, we're getting up to what I think is the most entertaining dungeon to watch the quick saves of. If I can do this, I hope I do this correctly now that I've hyped this up. But now, Great Canyon's by far my favorite dungeon to like practice. So a couple of quick things I see from chat. Yes, all this stuff works on Red Rescue Team to an extent. You can ask the best person to ask is Senior Overs from SR whatever his name is. He's in the PMD Discord. I can hook you up with him if you need him. But he has actually done a save and quit route on Red Rescue Team. But the reason why we don't use Red Rescue Team is, for one, its load times are like super abysmal in comparison. It's like running Sun Moon on new 3DS versus regular 3DS, amplified like a couple times. And Red Rescue Team also just feels really clunky to me. That's just a personal thing. And then I don't know. I like Super as a casual game. But anyway, Great Canyon's here, and I'm actually really hyped up for the Great Canyon. Hopefully I can. Hey, alrighty, that should be fine. So this this Doduo is actually decently scary from a floor 1 standpoint. Purely because he knows a multi-hit move. These multi-hit moves are scary because they're kind of just broken in PMD1 and Red Blue, because they act as just like tackles, but they're like 3 to 5 tackles linked together. That's kind of insane. That's why Skitty was so good for no save and quit, because double slap's just insanely broken. Also, shout out to not fighting this thing faster than fighting this thing. So, ages ago, like right when Save and Quit was first found, it was thought that we had to quick save another time in this dungeon. And for the longest of times, we just quick saved on floor 10 and went on our merry way. But now, thanks to Worcester, and I don't even know how long ago this was in relation to when he did his run. But he found a really cool couple strats for the end couple of floors, which are super precise and super crazy, and they start like right now, so I'm just going to be quiet for these next couple of floors. That's one. And then this one's more precise than it appears to be. And that's Great Canyon. So, speaking of, like, things you select do matter. And, this Zatu talk is a perfect example of this. Because you have two options here. You can try to get him to snap out of what he's doing. You can tickle him, or you can attack him. And tickling him is the first option, even though it loses about 30 seconds to just attacking him. And it's funny because there's been world records in the past that I've tickled him, and it was like, oh hey, free game. So you can hold B and just win, because you have this free 30-second time save as long as you don't screw up here. Yeah, story update, if you can't really keep up with the reading here. I know it scrolls decently fast, and I know some people can read, but I know some people can't read this efficiency, especially when it's going this fast. But we saved Shift Tree. We told Alakazam about this. I'm a human. What am I supposed to do about this? And he's like, go to Zatu. He knows what to do. And Zatu gives us a spiel about the Gardevoir story. And Gengar is like, I can use this as blackmail. I don't like this guy for whatever reason. And, okay. This is the in the sky. Like, where's the balance? It's in the sky. But we're just gonna play ignorant and not do that, because that's slow. Who wants to be slow? I think I'm actually don't have enough money to buy a seed, but I'm gonna... Secondary is always nice to have. So now I think at this point, after this... Excuse me. After this mission board haul, I'm gonna start formulating my Wonder Mail codes that I'm gonna be using for this run. There's like a little bit of leniency with it. Like I have preset, pre-made ones that I can use if I'm on just a normal schnormal run where I don't need any extra stuff. But in this run, hello, I'm gonna need 2 Mount Steels and 1 Tiny Woods, probably, right? Yeah, just making sure. I'm gonna start actually writing these down. So this is when there's a Wonder Mail generator that's linked on the most proficient route available that I'm gonna just abuse. Where's this? Where is this? I am completely lost. Tiny Woods 4-3. But yeah, this is like an 11-minute cutscene mashup. So if you need to use the restroom, grab a drink or grab yourself some breakfast or whatever, this is a good time to do it. Because really all that's going to happen is Gengar's going to expose us and we're going to have run. As the item of choice. Extra packet. Echo. I have an extra pack and an extra. Let's go with Echo Berry because I know I have that. Bought it. I'm very happy I haven't dropped any frames yet, not gonna lie. My internet's stability is okay at best. That's okay. Just glad it's happening now. But yeah, Wishcash basically like said that there's a chance that you are the chosen one. I need to move. My one pet peeve with this game is that it doesn't allow you to back yourself up to try to defend yourself. You just have to sit there in silence as Mr. Gengar here exposes you. Also, the cool thing about this, like, the funny thing about these kind of games, is that, since you have to hold B, you can actually, technically, like, use the restroom during some of these cutscenes while you're playing the game. How, like, just, you have to hold B, and that's all you need to do, technically. First code. Copy onto my notes. Is there anything I haven't touched on that I need to touch on? Well, there's the ever so update of the reason why I'm going through these dungeons as fast as I am is because it's not really RNG manip. but for the sake of what you guys know is orange manipulation, that's kind of what it is just quick saving on floor 1 to reset a seed, so we can basically determine what the floors are after it. So also, I think the most, like, the end scene in this game's touching to me, but I think the thing that gets me more, honestly, is when the music, like, just like leaving after tonight. Music in combination with is just everyone's gonna be so touching. I'll check my inventory again when I get the chance, because I want to be able to make sure I'm doing stuff. Not flip up again like I have in the past. Like, I remember when Wondermail was first a semi. I remember when Wondermail was just starting to become a real thing in this game. And I was on a really good pace, but I needed one mission. And I went after Mount Blaze, tried to input it in, not knowing that I already had a mission in that slot. Not knowing that I had 8 missions already. So it blocked me from getting it, and I got really mad, because that was basically a good world record pace run at the time. Yes, I just love this moment. Let you guys experience. Alrighty. Now that we're on our way to becoming fugitives, to actually get going. Lapis Cave is by far the most pushover-y dungeon I've ever seen in my life. This, like, remember when I was saying about styles of like floor layouts? Lapis Cave really only has one, and it's very eerily similar to the tiny layout. There's just a couple of rooms with like hallways connecting them all. And I don't think we fight a single thing in Lapis Cave. There's also like this floor, just a local tech. So we used to have to fight the Need Arena, and I figured out that you don't, like, a couple seconds faster to do that movement. I know we have to kill one Illuminus, that's right, on this floor 7 here. Let's try it. Okay, that worked out. Like, and don't let the, oh, if you level up things will change, like, hinder you from wanting to run this game because you're scared of, like, all the memorization you're gonna have to do. Like 90% of it I've memorized because it's easy and it's like stuff that I have done like hundreds of times. But even now I have like at least all the boss fights and all the like the super important dungeons in my head. Or not in my head, like on some sort of Google Doc that I still refer to even like during this run. So Sub 1 Lapis Cave is actually really good. Especially since I had to input that extra code. And like I accidentally, legitimately tossed out Frustration Team, so I had to do another one. That was just dumb of me. That's okay. So this is when the dungeon and the dungeons in like difficulty level really takes a spike in difficulty. I'm repeating. Redundancies are redundant. But this is when the dungeons actually get really scary. Because in combination of your low level, all these Pokemon are relatively a lot stronger than stuff even in like Mount Thunder and Great Canyon. As opposed, like besides like the stuff that cheese you, like the Fury Attackers and stuff like that. String cheese? Not a big fan of these like layouts that just have a crap ton of hallways that just lead everywhere. Stairs probably are. Alrighty. And like for this peak, for example, and for Moltres, like right before Moltres, there are I think I've only really remembered 2 Pokemon in the peak. One was an Arcanine that can almost one-shot you, and the other one is a Fearow that knows Fury Attack, which can take multiple seats from you at once. So we'll see how that goes. I'll play it definitely safer than riskier. Also, this is a little that going down instead of just going straight allows us to skip a Magby. I don't know, let that be known, because there's a lot of like little tiny things that looks like it's intended. Or it looks like it's unintended, not bad. Looks like it's unintended, but it's really really intended because it's hitting a ton of things. Hi Torkoal, I didn't mean to wake you up. And okay, the good part about the extra experience is if like I said, the Rayquaza fight takes this Reviver Seed away from you, unless you're like level 16 at the end of the game. Which on a good run you're not. You're like level 15 or even 14. That's... oh please. But now, I'm very scared. This is like the second or the third hardest dungeon in the game. On floor 1 case. Because as you'll see, look at how many... that's the Fearow I was talking about. I would showcase its ability to Fury Attack. Oh, I cringed. That's nice. I'm very scared. Actually, no. Torture can just run chop. That's a thing that can happen. Like, your partner takes such a backseat in all these games. I'm just not used to letting my partner actually do things. I think they're incompetent. Other PMD Speedrunners can vouch for me because they probably think the same exact thing. But yeah, I'm gonna quick save one more time because if you saw that peak, I do not want to relive that or one of that peak. I leveled him. 11-11 should still work. Actually, hold up. I can't remember how much his A attack does. I think it's like 17. I should be fine. So with this what my jumbling garbage I was saying earlier was this. With this manip, we can kill Moltres in 3 turns. 2 if you don't include the turn we're gonna let him to come to us. But his one turn he A attacks me. And like A attacks are weaker than moves. Great for us because we want to live. I'm just trying to remember how much health I'm supposed to have. I can't really do anything about it now. I should be fine, though. And at worst, I take 1 seed, whatever. I think it does something like 23, which I have 32, which should be fine for it. $27. Yeah, just enough experience. Not experience, but HP. So that's the 5 frustrations at work. It just helps us kill bosses. Maybe a turn or 2 faster than they would otherwise with 4 or 3 or 2. And 6, I've tried 6, but with the need to input another Wondermill code, because Wondermill codes are actually decently slower if you have to input the wrong Wondermill codes than just picking up a random mission. But yeah, that's one terrible peak down. Mount Frosty Forest, which is next, has a pretty bad peak / grotto. But I'll be able to pick up some Reviver Seeds in there, so that'll be nice. I actually need to do the Wondermills again, because I still need Ground Steel Petrify. Oh yeah, that. This is here. So I'm just gonna or one. What is it? It's a orange. And then my last one should be my final one, which will probably be like a... trying to think of the abundance of items I have right now. I can't... Oh, can I do a Rost? Oh, no, I can't do a Rost for Mount Steel. So we get like... we get 2 Rost berries, but we can't use them. Because, I mean, we could. The first time you can ever see a Rost berry is in Sinister Woods, which is probably why they gave you 2 early, because if you get burned by something, I don't know how you're going to deal with that. But now we just have 2 inventory slots that are filled up by crap. So I might actually ouch. I'll do that after everything. I think I'll be fine with her item slots. Also, shoutouts to the snow path, rock path, fire path, whatever the paths are you can go to. I have gone to one of those once on accident in a PB video. Glorious. Yeah, Frosty Forest is pretty straightforward. We actually don't quick save again. But the interesting thing, the niche of Frosty Forest, is this houses the one time we're actually going to need to mash in the whole entire game. Like, I mash out of habit sometimes just in between floors. Because in EMD Sky, Time and Darkness, if you mash A, if you like press A while the like floor whatever is loading, it'll like go faster. This is the mashing part, by the way. And it's hard to tell because you can't see the arrows of saying like go on kind of deal, you know? Like the prompts to press A. But believe me, that's a mashing section. So the funny little thing we actually have to... Okay, this should still work. There you go. You have to actually hit that pokey, but not pick it up, because if you don't, then like I think another Mightyena shows up. Yeah, I'm just gonna save in this middle section again because I'm scared of Frosty Grotto. Playing it as safe as I can. Because these floors can be crazy. Like if you see all the different... That's a Matang. Hi, Matang. Ooh, gummies. Oh no. Okay. That's a right one. Like, these floor ones can just be kind of brutal. In terms of time loss sake. But like I mentioned before, this quick save actually gives us the ability to pick up 2 reviver seeds. Which will help us a lot. Because the more seeds we can get, the better off we will be able to be. And there used to be a really cool strat where we would like just try to avoid these 2 Matangs, and because of Bubble slowing things down, we would be able to pick up the seed. But since we don't have Squirtle anymore, and that doesn't work with Machop Squirtle, it only worked with Skitty Squirtle, it was kind of dropped. But Frustration takes out the Matangs pretty easily. And pretty swiftly. Okay. I was hesitating there because if your inventory is full and your partner Pokemon does not have an item on them, they will still pick up the item and they will hold on to it. And held items affect how bosses behave as well. So that's just and I've routed out like without held items at all. So it's just easier to be like, don't have items on ourselves at any time. And the reason why I'm not picking up anything myself, if you like noticed that, I can't believe I haven't talked about this yet. But the reason because of that is every time you pick up a new item, like every time you pick up an Oranberry, a Pekka-berry, something like that, it'll give you a little synopsis about it, just to let you know what it's supposed to be doing. And that takes a lot of time. And that Articuno fight's mainly why we use 5, because Articuno can use Powdered Snow, which is a one-hit KO on both your Pokemon, so that's worth 2 seeds. If you aren't careful about that fight. This, honestly, Skitty, for the no save and quit route, with Skitty, it's just, a matter of figuring out what the heck to do and getting double slap as quickly as possible. But the other games in this series do not use a manipulated thing at all. Blue Rescue Team is the only thing that that really has the ability to manip, and because of that, there's my favorite category is the all icons category, which is kind of like post game plus PMD. And it's crazy. I hope in the future to be able to get all icons to a point where I'd be able to showcase it. But at this point, it's like a 6.5 hour run with a ton of crazy, like unsafe strats. But cool thing about all icons is that it utilizes an Alakazam that knows teleport, and teleport with manipulation is insane. If you want to just have a little taste of it, look up Mistaldi's Purity Forest video, where he beats Purity Forest without killing a single thing, which is insane to think about. best way we've been able to do like the post game is like instead of beating Gardevoir, which is what the Japanese do, because beating I don't really like that idea, because beating Gardevoir is literally just do Kyogre, do, I think, Purity Forest, and then do the Gardevoir arc, and that's it. So, the route around it, because I wanted to encompass like most of the game, so we've just... I need to turn on these IQs, so Absol doesn't be a butt to me. But, because I've wanted to encompass the whole game, basically we started doing... I'm losing my train of thought because I'm looking at that. We've basically said, okay, you know, do you see the icons on the screen? Like the start screen? Get all of those. Is pretty crazy. But anyway, hopefully Mount Freeze gives us a little bit of non-crappy FPS. I don't know what's happening. This is my non-stable internet kicking me in the butt again. See if okay, I need to take that orange berry, so I need to inventory manage kind of right now. Because that orange berry that Torchic picked up is not okay. I mean, it's good. My goodness. Good in the sense of, yeah, I need it. Kind of. But, I can't have it. Can't have it. Oh my goodness. That's a new thing. We never, I mean, it's an idea. IL leaderboards for, like, single dungeons. But I'm not sure how easy that'd be. That's also a really weird floor. Floorman's super finicky. I don't know. Sometimes there's a Vigrowth that shows up, but it's okay. And also, the level 13. I think this will be okay. It's not one of those crazy floors. But no. We never really thought about IO, like, leaderboard categories, I guess, in simpler terms. Oh, I was remembering, I have a blast seed in here. That was done. So I'm actually not going to save here, because Mount Freeze is the worst or the peak of Mount Freeze is by far the least intimidating out of any of them. Although there are, like, Glalie. And all they can really do is, like, if they get you at a distance and they, like, icy wind you down, that'd be kind of terrible, but that doesn't really happen that often. I need to remember about this blast seed. Wonder Mails. I hate how that's the fastest way to do that floor. It's just how it is. So now we have like a 3-minute cutscene followed by a 4-minute cutscene. So this is another good bathroom break or snack time if you need to go grab your snacks real quick. All Icons is the Blue Rescue Team, where like if you look in the, you're thinking of probably the the meme that is all friend links that Sweeney keeps talking about. Shout out to Sweeney Pod RS, helmet guy. But yeah, I'm not very proficient at super speedrunning. Overall, definitely is. Overall 1 or 2, whatever his number after his name is. He's much more proficient at super speedrunning than I am. But I would think an all friend link run would be like insanely long. Because like super's 6 hours already. What's actually... I'm not even timing. I'm kind of interested to know what my timing is right now. 119 after Mount Freeze. And it's not bad. Even with all the crappy things that's happening, I'm only like a couple minutes behind my PB, which is... But these missions are really gonna kick me in the butt in terms of PB versus this run, because obviously in like world record attempts or like PB attempts, I'm gonna want to grab every single near mission possible and just risk missing missions, not having enough missions, just see if I can get more near missions. But I didn't really do that this time. No, I did do that. I'm dumb. Yeah, Time Darkness... PMD2, Time Darkness Sky has been a wild ride the past couple of months, like half a year or so, because we figured out that, like, it was originally, way back in the day, it was Pikachu and Mudkip or something like that. I wasn't there when that was a thing, but then we figured out Riolu, or Meowth and Time and Darkness, Riolu and Sky respectively was better. A lot better than Pikachu, so we used that, him and them and Vulpix for type coverage. And then we're like, Cyndaquil is Smokescreen. And about half a year ago we realized, or maybe it was like a year and a half ago even, that Cyndaquil had Smokescreen, but people didn't really start grinding out runs of Time Sky Darkness until like summer started, and then the time world record went from like 555 I had, that was freaking insane, to a 553 to a 548. And then Sky has just been ruled by Wii U VC. Note that I have not mentioned yet, if you have a Wii U and a capture card, you can run this game. You just have to use the gamepad, which I don't have a Wii U so I can't badge for it, but the people who have ran this game using Wii U VC says that it's terrible compared to the DS pad, DS&D pad, but that's fine because Wii U actually saves loading times. Like, it's like a 2-minute time save on Red Blue just because you're using VC. So I have my 3 missions and I'm gonna need to get my crap in order here. I guess I can do it on 4 Forest. I guess I can do my inputting 1 real codes and not 4 Forest. I'll probably end up doing that. But now I'm going to be doing my 3 missions. I actually have no idea if I've collected all of them, so I'm just going to double check. I have my Cherry Berry. Go to Thunderwave Cave. Now we're actually going to have to go all the way to floor 5, which is interesting. Because the RNG actually changes very slightly to if it's a mission or not. The floor layout's the same, but the Pokemon and how they move are a little different because one of those spawned enemies will be a Pokemon you need to rescue. And just because of the nature of that, that's how that works. Same old, do the same, rescue Sunkern right here. But I'm actually gonna go to floor 4, which I believe... I don't This is gonna be an interesting ride, because usually I don't even go to this floor, and if I am, I'm doing something wrong. Oh, hello. I remember now. Didn't mean to do that, that's okay. Get over here. Hopefully I don't hit a bustle or a mining on my way back. Good, good. And Geox are super important in this dungeon in particular, because everything dies to Geox for some reason. So I'm hoping... okay, my toolbox is full. We'll see what mission rewards I get. If I get a revive seed, I might just want to go... I just want to go to grab that. But I didn't get a revive seed. Okay. I'll just inventory manage the start of tomorrow before we do the board. Because I'm going to need to go to the board in order to unlock a forest. But now I need to count seal for 2. Careless about the item. And the reviver seed. I have an extra reviver seed on me. And then find second item would be a blast seed, because I can actually find blast seeds in Mount Steel. Bada bing, bada boom. Wonder mail has been made. Paste Arena. I just gotta make sure I have... Yeah, I need to do my Wonder Mails in Upper Force anyway, because I need to have enough room on the mission slot board for it.
Just a quick shout out, the PSR marathon has now been running for 20 hours straight, so we're always at that day mark. Keep it up, guys.
Yeah. Crazy. So glad everyone's been going out and enjoying these runs. All of us truly do love what we do when we speedrun, and we're so glad you guys are able to enjoy what we enjoy to do. I always like the little trope for Wobbuffet. Even in games where Pokemon talk, Wobbuffet just never says anything but his name. And it's just... makes me happy. I don't know why, it just makes me happy. But anyway, last check, Red Gummy wanted nice meme. But basically we just went and had to accept the Upper Forest job requests by Wynut and Wobbuffet because they told us to. And now we have to go to Upper Forest. And here, everyone remembers, if you played this game, you remember getting the chestnuts from Mankey. And if you've sped on this game, you remember the agony of what is called Double Chestnut. Double Chestnut is basically, in floor 9, you can... chestnuts rather spawn 0 times, 1 time, or 2 times. And you need a total of 2 chestnuts in order to progress with the story. And... pulling up my codes. But with this quick save, we can actually manipulate Double Chestnut, which is amazing. And honestly, Double Chestnut's one of the reasons why I don't run Save and Quit or no Save and Quit nearly as much as I could. That's an H. Oh hi, what did I screw up? F4. That is not a 5. That's a question mark. But yeah, if you don't get double chestnut, it's like just a dumb 3-minute time loss, or more depending on how bad your dungeon is getting to floor 9 again. That's a male sign. And all of this is just made up on the fly kind of stuff, just to make sure that I can just do things better. And there's nothing too crazy, barring the double chestnut manip, because you do get double chestnut with this route. Quick saving only once, but a Mankey picks up the second one, so you have to find that Mankey. So we're gonna try to manipulate him to get to us. I think this is correct. I always forget how to do this floor. I don't know why. Even though it's not that hard. Now is probably not the best way to do it. But that's okay, we will march on. Also, Upward Force has some crazy weather. Thank God that there's no, like, sandstorm or hail that in this, like, the speed. Double check, I do have enough inventory space for the double chestnut. Kind of awkward if you don't have the inventory space to pick up the chestnut, and Torchic ends up picking it up. Alrighty. Alrighty, and this should be the Mankey that drops it. Nope. This is the Mankey that goes... The Mankey that drops it, that's right. That was actually a really clean floor 9. In my practice runs, I haven't been able to manip that guy. For some reason. Just one reason or another. And I'm glad that I was able to do it here. And these Mankey are literally just 3 Mankey that you can see in... Excuse me. You can see in Upward Force, they're just random Mankey. Oh boy, they're back. Back again. But yeah, this will eventually pick up, because after giving them a chestnut, all we're doing is we're skateboarding out of Mount Steel, and then going and doing 2 missions, and then we'll be able to go to Magma Cavern, which is a decently technical dungeon. But yeah, I always hated the chestnut idea. Yeah, I use a generator. This would be insane if I knew these codes off of whatever. I kind of can almost do the default ones I do every run from memory. But, I can't. Like, especially the ones off the fly, I can't just remember. Yeah, and, the funny thing about all icons is we actually main Articuno, because we have to get the 3 birds, right, to do the Lugia side quest? I can't remember. But we have to get all the 3 birds. And Articuno is just a lot better than every other Pokemon that we have in our arsenal at that point. Alrighty. So it's just a lot of downtime right before we go back. Actually saving the world, we need to do a lot of missions. Sucks. That's okay. Hi Mankey, how you doing? Here's this chestnut that you want. We actually, in order to get the, I'm probably just speak for my mic again, but in order to get the Mew icon, we need to rescue and recruit Mew, which is, if you want to watch, if you don't have time to watch the All Icons run, I suggest looking at the Purity Force segment and the Buried Relic segment, and it's insane. The kind of stuff that you do. Because this stuff is cool, there's a lot of decently cool to watch manipulation, like the floor 11 of Great Canyon. But the real cool stuff is when you get into teleport and you can just teleport your way across everything. Source code, it's probably somewhere. Probably on that website. And the reason, and that's the recruit Mew, probably the reason I'm at a no save and quit all icons will never exist. Because that's insane. This base is really cool though. It's amazing. 4 missions. Oranberry, Blast Seed. Make sure. Oranberry, Blast Seed. I don't have a cherry. No, I do have cherry berries. I gave myself a spook right there. And all when I was originally tinkering with all icons, I would. Okay, hello. Just deal with it. I was thinking with the possibility of just using Delcatty the whole game, but that's really bad. Hi, Aaron. Oh no, why am I quick saving? I'm so retarded. That's not an okay. It's not. Not mean that. No. Bad noob. So dumb. Just escape. Oh man. There's the Petrify Orb I'm gonna need for not this one, but the next one. I'm really curious now. Okay. Yeah, I guess, I don't know who originally did the 1ML code. So now, we're gonna do this whole cutscene where it's like I can't remember. Yeah, they're not back yet. Are we gonna send out a search party? And we're like, we should go. But then Lombra's like, psych. We're not doing that. You need to do more missions. I remember being on a really good pace one time and not having my second Tiny Woods mission and hating this Lombre with all my might because you know I could be there right now if it wasn't for dang Lombre. Like Turchi's like, hey look, we should go, and then Lombre's like, no. Oh no. But that's okay. We actually have 2 normal 2 missions, which are the most boring thing ever. But that's okay. That's the most simple thing ever, too. I respect that. But anyway, everyone's like, yeah, you guys are the cream of the corn. You can do whatever you want. Alright, time to go. Oh, guts. Oh no, never mind. Forgot. Pekka berries, I think. There you go. Oh, that's the stairs. There's the ball toy. I could have not gone better. Actually, I probably should have A-attacked that Pidgey, because now it's just gonna be like frustration for days. Now, I have this. Now I'm getting this Attract-TM just in case something really bad happens and I've run out of Reviver Seeds before. Can't even think, Rayquaza. It's early, man. I had to wake up like super early for this run, but that's okay. That is just fine. And now finally we actually get to see some cool interactive gameplay. And not just running around the overworld. Okay, our head is literally cut off. And this butt is like, what are you trying to do? We're supposed to, and I don't know why I don't know why anyone listens to Gengar anymore. Like, Gengar was wrong about us being humans of destruction. He was wrong about literally everything that came out of his mouth. Not okay. But people still trusted him. Don't understand it. And now we have to be the morale in the group. Raise everyone up. Like, guys, we have quick save on our side. Remember that. We can do anything. I think Machop and Torchic can't go through that perilous dungeon. What if we already know what we're doing? We already know what we're doing. Yeah, but like, the one thing I really want to do that I was kind of just putting off until this run was I really wanted to do an all major dungeons. Like, if you have a completed save file, you can just go through with whatever Pokemon you want and just do whatever you can to get through the dungeon the quickest. And I think that would just be really cool to see what kind of teleport strats I can find and whatnot. But finally, I can actually get to Magna Cannon. How much money do I have? I'm gonna actually look in the shop, because one more Reviver Seed could be cost of life or death. And there's none in the shop. That's amazing. Anyway. Okay, Torchic, I'm good. Yeah, so, like, at this point we know Gardevoir's, like, our, basically a guardian angel kind of thing, just guiding us through the rest. And... trust in you, but we know what we're doing. We have power. This is the... I didn't even realize this was another long area of just cutscene. Learn something new every day. Alrighty. Magma Cavern's pretty... tell the truth. It's the only dungeon in the game where you have to actually eat something because it's so long. Like, Sky Tower's longer, but Magma Cavern takes more movement. Let's just cross my fingers for good floor ones. Cross my fingers for good floor ones. Hello. That's a thing. Just play the whole game with fingers crossed, dude. It's the perfect way to get a world record. Let's just hope I don't level. This is one of the floors that if I level up in, it can be detrimentally different. Thankfully, we don't have to showcase that. And I overshot the stairs again. And the second floor quick save is purely just because it's crazy to try to do it with one. The floors are just way too bad, etc., etc. So this is a little cute, a little good, interesting floor. That movement was all necessary and all just manipulated. There's another version, like, partner difference that I miss, in that the Squirtle used to be able to... We used to do some certain move, and Squirtle would just bubble things, and we'd just be able to get off without having to kill those things. But alas, it's just quicker to kill them with Torchic, because they do die in 2 hits to whatever frustration throws at them. And there's a lot of little things too, like running away from the small whale is faster than killing it. But in this floor, actually killing the small whale is a little bit faster than running away. And it's like marginal stuff, it's like a couple of seconds. Now this is a cool, interesting floor. It's gone through a lot of changes in the past, but the one we've... Oh, hello. I screwed that up. But the thing we've kind of decided on was... What was ideally supposed to happen was I was supposed to diagonal up left, or up right into those stairs. Extra experience and extra time. Hello. That's not okay. That was also my bad. That's okay. We're fine. I'm just gonna eat this apple. I have a couple of seeds left. Like 4, I think I saw. Should be good for the rest of Magma Cavern. Are any crazy shenanigans with Groudon? Because I'll show you why. The dungeon is pretty menacing when I get to the pit of it. Even though we still have like 6 or 8 more floors, something like that. It's another cool little floor strat. Also, this used to be super bad to try to deal with Squirtle. We had something along the lines of like killing everything in the room, which is just bad. Okay, improvisation. Oh, hi, Grimer. I forgot about that. Alright, poisoning, cool. Okay. That was not how it was supposed to be done, but that's okay. We're still alive and kicking. I even had that written down. I will not screw this floor up, though. This floor is not allowed to be screwed up. Alrighty, this is the last floor. Anyway, I definitely am going to save right here because there's onyxes and steelixes in the one floor of the magma cavern pit that we have to deal with, and these things can be brutal, like brutal. Oh, hi! I don't even need to deal with those things. But as you saw, I actually did not quick save because there's no stuff after that, and the only reason why we would want to quick save is because of Groudon. But really, Groudon's a 3-turn fight after he gets to you. 2 or 3, something like that. And it's just not worth it. We can lose 2 seeds on him, yeah, sure. But, he's really not worth to be manipped for. I also like how Torchic runs across the lava. It's a nice touch. Yeah, wish me luck on the Groudon fight, because this can do go anywhere from like not losing a single seed to him ancient power boosting, which is bad, to say the least. Because speed's broken in this game. The 3 things that are broken in this game are speed, attract, acid seed, and multi-hit moves. I'll take the 1 seed. I will take the 1 seed. I should have more than enough things to get through the end game, the final dungeon. I am doing pretty good on time, not gonna lie. Even with all the crazy things that I've had to do in this run. Just doing good. I'm getting decent stair floors. Yeah, the speed's just broken in this game. You can attack more than once, kind of, in seeds. Or with speed. And the multi moves, like I explained before, are just overpowered AF. Also, the Sky Tower music and this music are like the best in the game, in my honest opinion. So good. I should probably, I'm gonna go check actually how many seeds I have, and probably just check the shop for, because it's like right there. Make sure it tracks my inventory, etc., etc. Just get geared up for the final dungeon because I don't want it to fall apart after this. 2 of attract, like everything. I don't need these. Why did I get a link box? Oh no, I picked it. I honestly forgot. I picked it up in Magma Cavern. Alrighty, time to go to the sky, y'all. And now this guy is so spiteful, and so doesn't want us to do this that he's trying to sabotage us. What a guy. What a guy. The Gardevoir's there, the OG's there for us. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. I shouldn't need the attract team. I'd only need it in a case where or one completely walls me, which I don't see that happening. Like, you don't understand. That's okay, but you don't understand like how crazy that stair floor, or like that's what I call it when you spawn next to the stairs on floor 1, the stair floor of the pit of Magma Cavern, because these Onyxes and Steelixes don't die in 2 frustrations, so I actually have to throw a rock at them and then frustrate them, or like have Torchic deal with it. They know Dragon Breath, so you just can't run from them, and if you do, you probably usually get punished for it, and it's bad. But Sky Tower is actually pretty calm in the save and quit terms. I'm not gonna bypass all of the crappy shuffits and crap that no save and quit offers, or just like casual playthroughs of Sky Tower offers. The best soundtrack in the game. What never made sense to me is why was Gengar there when they created that teleport crystal? Didn't make sense to me. These are untold mysteries that not even the speedrunner doesn't know about. Just pray. We have 2 more non-manipulated left, or floors left. Let's go. Have some good ones, boys. Another great place to level up. That was good. That was good. That was good. This looks a little messy, but this is literally the best we can do. Shoutouts to Shijinja still being weak to rocks. I mean, it makes sense, Bug and Ghost. Gravity Rock should be super effective to him. That's the one thing I kind of wish Gravity Rocks were. Like, it was a rock type, and then all the different kinds of sticks can be different typing. I feel like they really missed out on that, game developer-wise. But they aren't really things now. I mean, they are things now, but no one uses them. A lot worse than long-range moves, multi-hit moves, like just actual moves themselves. If you're wondering, that team has rest, by the way. I checked. I thought it would be attract, but too bad it ain't. Oh no. That's fine. There's not really any backlash for that. And ghost types, like the Shepherd's Spinets, all that, they're just really broken in a gameplay standpoint. Like, I understand they should be able to pass through walls. Excuse me. Because they're ghost types. Like, flying types can go over everything, basically. And water types can walk through water and stuff like that. But, just really never got... Like, that's overpowered. Like, they balance it for you, because then your belly goes down. But that never really gets balanced for... like, the enemy Pokemon. So, this, like, all the hail and crap is super annoying. But it's almost impossible to try to... It's almost impossible. Sorry, I was just trying to not hit that Altaria. But it's almost impossible to avoid it. There is a partner. There is a Pokemon, not a partner, a Pokemon. It's called Psyduck, who has Cloud 9 as an ability. That, it just eliminates the animation of all of the different weather effects. But the thing is, he can walk on water because he's water type. So that's really crappy in terms of a speed standpoint. Because you get, every time you have the ability to move something else, like the run button, how the running works is it runs you until the point where it can stop and make another action. So running is just super bad. I also have to BA here, because if not, poor shit gets confused. But because of like the running animation with water types and flying types, and even fire types in like fiery dungeons, it's just very slow, and it's not worth skipping all the text animation. Oh shoot. Hi, Agility. How you doing today? I'm gonna bite myself in the butt if the stairs are over here and I'm just... Okay, good. That's a Metagross. I'm just gonna let Torchic deal with it. As you can see, as the end progresses, it gets progressively harder to, even... I can't even think of words right now. To, like, kill things in 2 frustrations. Aerodactyl is actually being a real butt. This pressure's a terrible, terrible ability. That's okay. Everything else to this point is now manipulated. I believe I have enough everything to do everything. Oh, scary face, nice. Guess I am killing this Metagross. Anyway, this is one of my favorite manips in the game. Ready for a treat. Yeah. It's just one of those quirky things. Actually, one of the strats, I just do that same floor twice, because I guess there's not a ton of seeds in this place. And quick saving the seeds, like the same thing, on certain floors make other floors reappear. Like, we used to quick save on floor 7, and since we quick save on floor 7, floor 8 would be exactly the same as the floor 2 you just saw. The R trigger doesn't exist. So, like, example, floor 5 is exactly the same as the floor 2. All I need to do is just do this because it's floor 5. And there's a little couple things that are different in there. Also, I like this because of all the missing Flygon does. And then... This is the fastest way to kill the Aerodactyl, I have learned. Make sure I have Reviver Seeds. I'm cool. And we're heading up to the final boss of the game, Rayquaza. He is 650 health. So it takes like 3 or 4 turns to kill. And this is actually one of the only times in a boss fight I'm actually going to throw a rock at Rayquaza instead of letting him come up to me. And time, since I'm using race timing for this, I'm going to be timing after the fade out, after Rayquaza's done. And I'll... $15, not bad. And time. But I know how much you guys like. I know how much everyone loves to see this end story. So I'm just walled of 4.5 minutes of cutscene play. Actually, 5.5 minutes of cutscene. Say my final thing. Get this my keyboard set up to hold the B button. But anyway, don't hesitate. If you love these games, they're very, very easy to pick up. No save and quit, literally just the route. Route is purely just like do this, do that for no save and quit, and just do best against. So that's probably like the race timing goes. That's probably world record for race timing, but my world record for it is 2:05:30, and there's like 5 minutes left of RTA. Like there's 30 seconds I didn't get in the beginning starters, and it's like timing for RTA ends like when the credits starts playing. Record. This is still technically better than everyone else. I don't remember, but that's not important anymore. But save and quit is definitely a very fun category, and it's like harder to pick up the no save and quit, but it's definitely very satisfying when you beat Rayquaza with literally just like a level 16 matchup. But couple shout outs. I'm gonna shout out the 3 people who did the series race. I talked about the series race before. Halkery Live, Cobral2, I think is his. Can't remember, we just call him Cobral. Bretzy_SR. They did a 24-hour PMD race a couple of weeks ago, and they're all phenomenal streamers, phenomenal PMD runners. If you want to follow PMD speedrunning, those 4 people are the people to follow. Those 3 people and me, I guess, are the people to follow for that. We have, in addition to the PSR Discord, we also have our own. It's not an official PMD speedrunning Discord, but it's more a PMD Discord. Speedrunners in it. And that's where we can answer a ton of the bulk questions you might have. If you need a link, hit one of us up. Or if you just want to stay in PSR, I know not many people like to join it. But, about it, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna actually just let this play, like the ending. Thank you guys so much for having me. That's our TA time. Thank you guys so much for watching.